Hi empaths, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's Deborah here with your intuitive message of the week for the week of March 16th to the 23rd. There's the option for you to take part in this reading today by just getting into a comfortable position as if you're preparing for meditation. This just helps you be more receptive to any energies that might help to activate you or help to clear your field even, depending on what you've got going on, because I do transmit a signal when I'm in my space. Okay, so going slow is coming out now. This is a time to be really deliberate with your actions and your words and your intentions. It's a time to slow down and think about what kind of impact your words are having on the land around you, on other people, and on the population at large, because we all of us light workers, we have a lot of impact on those around us. It has to do with our own ability to transmit energies and codings. So the things that we do have a lot of impact. We are on that different timeline. We are attuned to a very specific frequency that helps to plant new realities. So now is a time to slow down and be very deliberate about what steps you are taking, one in front of the other. I'm seeing sowing of seeds. Like, this is a time to be planting, and I mean, it's no surprise we are in the spring season, right? But to be very deliberate and intentional with the things that you're planting right now. So last week we talked about more power moves and bold moves, having vision, and now is the time to begin to put those things into process, but slowly, so you can pivot on a dime if you need to. If you're constantly listening to your environment for feedback, you're constantly listening to your own inner dialogue for the yay or nay, for green lights on whether to be continuing on something, it helps if you're going slow and deliberate. So just a warning against being hasty this week, because that seems to be one of the energies, or like a flare up I'm seeing around the full moon. So things could flare up, and you want to be careful that you don't get sucked into that kind of incendiary energy. You don't want to get sucked into that and make a hasty decision or get thrown off course. Continue to be very deliberate and intentional and consistent throughout the next week with the decisions you're making, and maybe hold off on any important decisions around Friday or Saturday this week and just wait for the dust to settle. But just giving a bit of a buffer time around that Friday, Saturday period to not do anything hasty, even if you might feel really drawn to do something extreme. Okay, so just a fair warning there. What I'm getting is to hold the question in mind as you're thinking about what you want to build and create over the next, let's say, even decade. All right, so starting to think a little bit wider with more vision. What do you want to contribute to the new world? This is the time to start thinking of those things and possibly moving some pieces around the chessboard to put yourself into position to begin to fulfill a vision that you have of your role in the new world. Because for many of us, we know that we don't resonate with these old systems. We came here to either bust out of them or to create a whole new world, depending on your generation. So I was born in the 70s, and my role really was to be a systems buster, so to go against the grain in all situations and really not be a part of the traditional system, right? So, but for others, for the newer generations now and people in their 20s, the energy might be, well, I don't really fit in anywhere, and this world is so foreign to me, and I don't want to be a part of the system, but there isn't anything yet for me to go into. And that's correct, and that you would feel that you might be in a bit of a limbo, actually, because your new world hasn't materialized yet, right? So your job is to find your role in the new world when the time is right, but it still might be a bit premature for that. But what you want to do is like find the thing that you care about, right? Tap into your heart's desire. Like, what is it that you really care about? Like, what is the thing that you would do if you weren't paid for it, even that you care so much of? If you can tap into that, you're going to be on the right track to finding your purpose. Expansion is coming through. So, expanding on previous visions or ideas or dreams. So, developing them more, maybe doing a creative writing exercise where you write through your vision. Um, that could be very useful at this time. Might be a time to think about expanding your family or your friends group or your role in the community. So, a time of expansion, of perhaps developing a new skill or practicing a new hobby or going deeper into that. So, growth. Where can you see yourself growing? Where is there room to grow right now? And where are the signs coming from in your reality of do this, don't do that? Like this, you could develop this area more, and this one's maybe being shut off. That could be even something really simple, as in your business, if you have different products and services, that you're having more requests for a certain type of service than in others. So to see the development potential in one area of your niche and the other one maybe being a time to close off, especially if inside you're not resonating with that as much. You don't enjoy doing that part of your business as much as, let's say, this one. So to focus on developing where it makes sense. I'm seeing opening, like a huge expansion. Uh, so there's a potential for something to really open up. Let's put it that way over the weekend. So you don't want to be confining yourself with hasty action around Friday and Saturday. Just be open, suspend belief, suspend judgment for a few days, and see what opens up and lean into that energy. How is that energy going to help you develop or expand upon something that maybe you've had percolating or on the back burner for quite a long time, though, that maybe that's time to bring that out soon and go a little bit deeper. So, yeah, that's where the energies are for you going ahead. I hope that you enjoyed this week's message, and drop me a comment. Let me know, are these messages resonating with you? I'd love to hear. Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye.